All right, it is Tuesday, November 4th. Marjorie Taylor Greene just left, and we had a great interview.
Yeah, she was reasonable.
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was reasonable is the word. I thought she came here to have a frank conversation.
Yeah.
And nothing was off limits, and it was a good conversation, I thought.
Well, she practically disagrees with Trump on like at least 5 out of 10 things.
Right, which is usually enough for you, but she still loves him. It's funny because
Well, she has to say that because his retribution will be attack of.
I think it's sincere. I think she genuinely is devoted to him.
Oh, please, you're so naive.
Am I?
First of all, I liked the girl today. She did her job, and she didn't annoy me at all.
Yeah, which is a high bar.
Yeah, that's true. But I waved to her boyfriend. They have a relationship. She has like a normal life and personal life, whatever. But here's my feeling about it. Because all of a sudden, like I said, maybe you should become a Democrat.
Yeah.
I think, now this is my theory. I think that she sees the writing on the wall that, here, I mean, I have a few things to put forth here.
Oh, you're reading from note cards.
Almost 70% of Americans say that the country is pretty seriously on the wrong track. A majority say the economy has gotten worse under Trump. 59% blame him for inflation. And the art of the deal guy can't make a deal so that 42 million people can get food stamps to feed their kids, okay? This is what's going on right now. No matter what he wants to say about Biden, it's on him. She is smart enough to see that that is what's going on. So she's hedging her bets now to keep her job. She's not stupid.
Well, I don't think she's stupid. And I didn't think she was stupid. I was surprised that she was as even-keeled and tempered as she was. Because we've seen, we've reacted to her for years now of kind of putting on a big show often. And she says that that's clips that people saw taken out of context, which we know something about.
I know that's true. Well, they do that to us too, but
but I think we've called a spade in the past, and I'm sure there'll be a day where we have something to say about it again.
Yeah.
But I give her a lot of respect for coming here and having open conversation.
I give her props for that, for
yeah,
sure.
I do too. I mean,
and I think that Johnson should come on here, and we can
absolutely
have a conversation with him. We're asking people to come on now. I
well,
think
this
Ted
all
Cruz
should
come on.
Yeah, well, 2 weeks ago, after we had Cheryl Hines on, you said on TV.
That Republicans
are afraid to come on. And then everyone got very worked up, and a lot of people you've never heard of kept saying, like, well, I tried to get on and we can't get on the show.
We're talking about people who are actually in the center of Washington politics.
Yes, people that we talk about in Hot Topics, people that are
not Harry Fadouche, who has a little business going in Sheboygan, and he happens to be a Republican.
No, it's not that we can't have any Republican to come on. It's the people that are in power that we want to talk to.
Okay.
But every time you say something, I get 400 calls. One thing that Marjorie Taylor Greene said today that I thought was interesting, she said it's disgusting that the government is shut down and she's not at work right now. She blames the Speaker of the House. Do you agree that Johnson bears responsibility? It seems like you're throwing more responsibility at Trump.
The fish stinks from the head, as they say, and he's in charge. He could tell Johnson, do this and do that, and Johnson would have to snap to it. He's already practically, kissing the ring as it is. What makes you think that he wouldn't have any influence over Johnson? Of course he would.
It does seem like the Speaker does whatever the President wants.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then some.
All right, we're still on politics.
Yeah.
It's Election Day. There are a lot of people watching New York, New Jersey, California, Virginia. What are you hoping to see today?
I'm hoping to see a majority in New York of either one. I don't want it to be slim. I'd like it to be a definitive vote.
Do you have a clear favorite?
No, that's the problem. I don't.
Yeah.
I don't. I think both of them are flawed. I mean, I have a problem with Mandami, even though I know people like him because he's very
he was
lefty.
Incredibly charismatic when he was here.
But this is my problem with him. He's never run anything. The other one, Cuomo, as Trump with faint praise calls him a bad Democrat. I mean, and that's the one he's promoting. The fact that Musk, Trump, and now Stephen Miller are endorsing Cuomo is like the kiss of death for him in New York.
Do you agree with Alyssa, who says that she believes Trump really wants Mamdani to win? I don't know that I believe that.
I've heard that theory that he would like to. Then it cuts a broad swath against to the Democrats, and they can use that. You see, there's socialism, blah, blah, blah. That's possible. Are they smart enough to figure that out? Maybe. I don't know. But Mondami has not run. The other thing about Cuomo is he's run a state a couple of times already.
Right.
He also, has this women's issue thing. So, and the other one doesn't have any of that, but he also has no experience.
My biggest issue with Cuomo is that when during COVID, he did his live press conferences in the same time The View aired every single day. It drove me nuts.
Annoying.
It was very
So
annoying.
we were preempted a lot.
They were preempted. It affected
Why don't you
our
show
ratings.
those shows?
I should. Yeah.
Show them, yeah.
They're no longer relevant. It
So
was
what?
6 years ago. The hosts were different.
It's like you do a history of.
Yeah. Well, no, I think there is interest in.
And when I retire,
yes,
well, I'm never going to retire. When I resign,
sure.
I could put a package together of my fabulousness during that period.
I'm thinking I just do AI Joy. I'm very. That's what this podcast really is. It's just me compiling enough Joy Behar that I could create an AI version of you that just goes on forever.
Do not. I'll sue you.
Yeah. Well, I suppose. All right. Going back to the Congresswoman. She was very clear at the end of the show, praising a table of women talking about these issues, saying that she thought all of you were doing a great job exchanging ideas today.
Right.
I thought she seemed very sincere when she said that, doing it in a professional way, and that's something we need more of at America.
Right.
I'm sure a lot of people tuned in today expecting it to be a fight or expecting it to be craziness.
Why? We didn't fight with Cheryl Hines, and her husband is destroying the healthcare system.
True.
And we were nice to her. Like I said, it's not really your thing. You happen to be married to this
No,
guy.
I don't think we ever come looking for a fight. Actually, I think we come on to ask questions that need to be asked, and
Right.
Hopefully people want to do the same thing and answer them. But I don't know. Were you surprised that it was as even keeled as it was?
No, I was not surprised because she's already been putting out the bulletins that she disagrees with Trump.
Mm-hmm.
So we knew where she was coming from. Like I said to her, I don't know if it was on the air or during the commercial, would you have come on when you were doing those QAnon theories?
Yeah.
And I don't remember what she said.
I think it was a commercial, and she said she would have. Yeah.
She would have.
Yeah, we didn't
I
ask.
don't know if I believe that.
Yeah.
Because we probably asked her then too, didn't we?
I don't think so.
No?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Speaking of Republicans, someone else that you disagreed with very strongly was mentioned on the show today, former Vice President Dick Cheney, who had been on the show. He passed away overnight. You interviewed him back on The View in 2011.
Right.
What do you remember from that? That was before my time.
We were very nice to him too. We guests on the show. I mean, what can I tell you?
But like many people that you once had very strong feelings against, he did turn on Donald Trump. He endorsed Kamala Harris.
Well, yeah. The Bush administration they were Americans for America. I get the feeling that this administration has issues with actually being Americans.
Mm-hmm.
That it's too much about other countries. Bailing out Argentina, listening to Putin. I don't see George W. doing any of that.
Were you surprised that that Vice President Cheney did come out and endorse Kamala Harris? I mean, I guess everything his daughter was going through at the time, too.
I think it had to do with Trump. It was like, the enemy of my enemy is my friend or something like that.
Yeah, for sure.
How does that go?
The enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Is that how it goes?
Yes.
I got something to say about this daylight savings time change.
Yeah,
now.
let's talk about it.
I mean, I usually get up at 6 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
I watch the news and I read the papers, and I have a whole hour before I have to get myself out of the house. And the dog thinks that it's 5 o'clock. So he wakes me up at 5, not 6.
You were a little groggy this morning.
Yeah, because I woke up several times to pee. Mm-hmm. Plus, on top of that, the dog wakes up at 5 thinking it's 6.
Well, how long is that going to take to change?
I don't know. You tell me.
Well, you've been through this before with him, right?
I don't remember him having had this trouble.
I love this fallback thing. I mean, I hate that it's dark at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, but just the idea of getting an extra hour of sleep this weekend was the best thing that ever happened.
It was just 1 hour in the whole year. What is wrong with you?
It was so
You're
wonderful.
such a cheap date.
I am. I am.
I mean, you're seduced by 1 hour.
It's all I wanted in the world. It was so great. I'd have that extra hour. And then I woke up at 9, and it was terrific.
Pathetic.
It was great. I loved it.
Just,
yes. Yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. Well, I mean, your whole day is thrown off because your dog wakes up an hour early, and I'm pathetic.
I am pathetic.
You're pathetic
We're
too.
both pathetic.
Yes. All right. Moving on from politics.
Yeah.
I saw that our former friend and co-host Sherry Shepard got her star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. How about that?
Very nice.
That's pretty cool.
I have one in the Brooklyn Botanical Gardens.
Well, that's down home. That's good. I like that.
I like it better.
But you know what? I think the Joy Boys should get together and put together some.
But I don't want it
here.
on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
Why
I
not?
prefer it in the Brooklyn Botanical Gardens.
You could have both.
Fine.
All right.
But you know what? I'm a simple girl with a simple dream, and I'm all about my roots.
Yes.
And Hollywood is not anything to do with me.
I don't know. You starred in movies and
I
TV
did not
shows?
star.
You were in movies.
I I had parts.
You're both parts of movies. You're referenced in movies. You're a part of the.
I'm part of the industry, but I'm
you're
not
part of the culture.
But I'm not of the industry.
I
I'm
understand.
of the people of Brooklyn, New York.
All right, fair enough. But you've been in some movies. We have a question for you from one of our listeners.
Okay.
What's your advice for someone trying to figure out their path in their 20s, trying to resist feeling rushed by other people's timelines and expectations?
In their 20s?
Yeah, like you've mentioned this before. You got married very young. Did you feel rushed into getting married?
Yes.
Yeah.
I did. Well, you weren't allowed to, like I wasn't allowed to move out and move in with him.
Mm-hmm.
That was not possible. As my Uncle Joe said in his Italian accent, what are you going to do when here's a house that you can't do when your mother's a house? I said, well, how about take the plastic slip covers off the couch?
That's an exciting day. Yeah.
Like that. So I was not allowed to do that.
If
So
you could
in order to to live with the person or sleep with the person even, you had to get married at that time. It was before the women's liberation movement.
You were a technical virgin when you got married.
Yeah, I was.
Yes.
Technical.
If you could do it again, would you what's the perfect age to get married, do you think? Because
35.
35. I mean, if you're going to have kids, that's putting a little bit of a
that is the tricky part the trick play that was made on women, that we have only a certain number of years, but with technology now you can wait.
I got married early. For me, I was one of my first friends to get married. I was 28, and my wife is only 24 and just turned 24.
Yeah.
So I was robbing the cradle a little bit. But then we didn't have children for 7 years, and that was actually pretty good.
That's good.
I
I got married at 22, and I got pregnant at 28.
Okay, so same thing.
Yeah. Right.
You got to travel. You got to spend time.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I was still unformed. I was an unformed human.
When were you formed?
After the divorce. Because then I really started paying attention to my life.
Right.
And like when we got divorced, I was 40.
Right.
And I thought, previous to that, the country was very socially oriented.
Mm-hmm.
Like they offered me an MSW for free. I wanted to be a shrink, right?
Mm-hmm.
I could have gotten my MSW, and then you get these accreditation. You can actually have a business as a therapist, as a social worker.
Okay.
And you didn't have to pay a dime for that.
Wow.
They were giving a lot of people were being helped in those days because of the Vietnam War really got everybody very activated. And I thought that would go on forever, and it didn't.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't. And now you say that people are starving while they're having big parties like the Louis XIV over at Mar-a-Lago. It's really disgraceful and disgusting, and people are beginning to notice that. What was my first point?
I don't know. We're going to move on.
No, wait a minute. There was a point I was making. When did I get real?
Yeah.
So I started to get real because at 40, I realized the country is not going to help me anymore. I'm not going to get a free education. It started to change. I needed to make a living. I needed to have a career. I needed to make money. I needed to take care of my daughter. So I started to get smart then.
Was there like an aha moment for you, or is this just something that lingered until you did something? Like, was there a moment where you said, like, my God, I'm going to do this?
It was the day I got fired from Good Morning America.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you were a receptionist, as we all know. I was
a receptionist. But, my new plays, I have new plays now called Bonkers in the Boroughs.
Yes.
I've mentioned those.
I've been to
One of them is based on my time as a receptionist at Good Morning America.
That's exciting. I'm excited to see it.
And I won't give it away anymore. But everything seems to be about Good Morning America right now.
They had their 50th anniversary. It's a big thing.
Yeah.
We're turning 30 next year, The View, but that's small potatoes next to 50.
It's pretty good.
It's pretty good, especially when you've been here for most of it.
Most of it.
Yeah. One of my first internships was working for Regis and Kathy Lee.
He was a great guy.
He was the best.
People underestimate his talent because the guy could talk. I told you this story. One time I ran into him. Where was I? At the gym, I think. Amazing. I don't know what I was doing there that day. Probably getting lunch. But he was there, and we started talking, and he said to me, Behar, I got nothing to talk about. He goes on the air, and that's the story he told. I ran into Joy Behar, and I said, Behar, I got nothing.
And there you go.
Now, that is the brilliant talent that he had. He could make anything interesting.
I mean, I've known you for 11 years. You also have this gift. I mean, you can talk for hours about anything to anybody.
Well, not all, consecutive hours, though. I need breaks.
All right. Well, you get tired. Today was very interesting because you mentioned being tired this morning, and I tried to get you to drink a Celsius.
Oh,
and I was worried.
Gross.
I was worried it was going to kill you.
No, but it didn't taste good. It tastes weird.
So for people that don't know,
it?
it's a drink that has like 5 times the caffeine of a Diet Coke. And
but what's it made of? Lemon and lime?
I don't know, but I have one every day around now. and I get my energy, I get my second wind, and then I crash around 3:30 in the afternoon. It can't be good for me, but my God.
It sounds like an addiction. I would get rid of it.
I need it to stay awake.
Diet Coke.
Diet Coke? That's not good for you either. All right. Before we go, how was Halloween? Did you have any trick-or-treaters?
When was that? Friday?
Friday, yeah. Did you have trick-or-treaters other days that just came by?
No one. No one
rang the bell?
No.
No? Did you enjoy not having to dress up on our show?
I went to a party for Lee Grant on Saturday night. It was her 100th birthday.
100th birthday?
Lee Grant the Great. She was in Shampoo, The Heat of the Night. Mm-hmm. She was in Voyage of the Damned, which TCM was playing all her movies the other day.
Oh, wow.
She had a 100th birthday. She's Compass Mentis, 100% there.
Amazing.
Yeah, she's a fabulous person, too.
So we'll still have you on The View at 100. I think that's good. Compass Mentis. It'll be great. Did Luca dress up for Halloween?
I don't think he did this year.
Really? He's aged out of it.
Yeah, I think so. You know, Halloween's been taken over by adults.
Yeah.
Everywhere you turn, adults are getting dressed up like crazy people. Did you see the one about the woman who got dressed up like Jackie Kennedy after her husband was killed?
Yes.
You didn't do that on the show on Monday? You should have done that topic.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Not great.
Poor taste, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
And it's not funny. Halloween's supposed to be funny.
It can be. It can be, but...
I mean, you could say too soon.
Too soon.
It is 50 years
50
ago.
years, yeah. It's like, it's just okay to joke about Lincoln now, right? I mean, that's...
Not even. Yeah, they say
besides...
the joke is, besides the play... No, besides that, Mrs. Lincoln, what did you think of the play?
I mean, oh, Mary. I mean, you enjoy that.
Yeah, but that's 150 of 200 years already.
Right.
This is not that long ago, and his children are still with us.
Right, and you take it personally because you...
Well, I was around at that time.
Yeah, Lincoln. All right. Thank you for joining me today, Joy.
Yes.
Tomorrow I'll be back. We're going to try this tomorrow. Sarah and Sunny together. That's a combo we haven't seen before on the podcast.
I can't wait.
It's going to be great. Thank you for being here, and we'll see you tomorrow.